Ooh. Hey, what's poppin', Origami here. Today I got a special video for you. So, I've been working on this video for ages. So I went to LA a while ago with my good friend Cam, who's from Australia. And we met in Australia fucking years ago and have been friends ever since. And I always wanted to go to America, so a while ago I went to LA and New York just to make beats and connect with artists and just to feel the vibe and see what it's like. It has always been my dream to go, because I'm from Germany. So I wanted to share the experience of me going to this Pass the Aux session that Illmind does, where you basically have a couple of producers, he listens to your beat and stuff, gives you feedback, you can ask him questions and stuff. So I filmed a short segment of it, so I thought I'd put it up. Plus the rest of it is a vlog of my experience in LA. I didn't film as much as I wanted to film, which is a shame, but I'm going there in 5 days again, so I'm gonna film more and have more vlogs and more producing and more sick stuff coming. I'm gonna be gone for like a whole month, so this time I won't make the same mistake and film fucking 30 hours of footage that I then have to condense and edit into one vlog. But I'm gonna try to do like a 2 vlogs a week type of thing, where I will actually vlog from LA in kind of real time. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, if you have any questions, any cool comments, leave them in the comments, leave this video a like, and I'll see you at the end. Today we're gonna be meeting Illmind. So if you don't know Illmind, he's a producer. He produced Love Yourz for J.Cole. He produced on Astroworld and all these albums, like production legend. He has a Pass the Aux session here in LA. So hopefully we get to play him some beats and shit and see what he thinks. Alright, I gotta put all my shit in the bag, bro. I'm on that like what's next stage now, because all my goal was like just to make beats all day. That was like always my goal.
Which you're doing.
Which I'm doing now.
So now it's
like, yo, I want to really like get placements, work with artists, and make like music, right?
Alright, so let me cut you off there. You have a strong sound. Yeah. If you're not doing this already, like just dive right into artist development. Yeah. Like other artists in Germany, or like even artists out here. Yeah. Of all the beats that you've sold, I don't know if you do this, but go back and like listen to some of the artists that have bought beats from you. Yeah. And if you find like someone who you really invest in, you know what I mean? Pick them out and then start creating a little movement of artists that you can start taking under your wing. Develop them, record with them, put them out independently, create this like movement around you. Okay. You know? And are you not doing that yet, or? I'm starting to do that more. Like, I found some artists that I really like, and I sent them beats and shit. They send stuff back, and we try to like get that buzz up and shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm in a pretty happy place, but that's next level type shit. Yeah, really artist development. You want now. You're at the point where you want the kind of the attention to kind of come to you. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't say to start like pitching beats to different labels and A&Rs. It's like, fuck all that shit. Okay. You have a really cool sound. Create this like new sound, so that the label people can recognize it and say, oh shit, like what are they doing? You know, this sounds really unique and cool. Yeah. And then have it kind of happen organically. But I think the next step for you is just artist development. That's cool. Yeah. Thank you. You had a comment? Oh, let him go first. Yeah. Go.
I had a quick question. Yeah, I'm from Australia. I'm just like staying with Origami at the moment right now. So like over in Australia, not many people are producing, engineering, that kind of stuff. So I kind of figured like, fuck it, I'll like learn every single stage, like every piece of the puzzle, so I can do it like independently, just make music start to finish. And I kind of thought like it might help me in a networking sense, as in you can come in and bring more value to like, you know, the other, like any other artists, whatever like that. Like, did you have any tips, like coming out to like LA? Like obviously networking is something you want to do.
Like having a unique sound?
Yeah, having a unique sound, but also, yeah, just being able to like learning like every stage of the music making process to be able to come out like and offer value.
Yeah, I mean, the more you know how to do, the more valuable you are.
Yeah.
And if you're like really good at all that shit, you can literally step into any room and be helpful. I think that, I'm glad you brought that up, because what I've discovered for myself is like the more that I know how to do, the more rooms I end up being in.
Right.
Because I'm providing value. You know, like if I get called into a session and all I know how to do is make really good beats, but I don't know what key my beat is in, I don't really know how to engineer, I don't really know the engineer lingo, I can't really play keys, I don't know how to play any instruments. You can manage, but you're limiting your creativity and your value. You know, if you can walk into a room and be the producer and be good with people, you can read the room. You could, you know, create a positive environment with positive energy, and you know how to work with songwriters. You know when to speak up but not step on anyone's toes. You also know how to play keys. You also know how to track. You know, like you're just the man in that session. And so the more valuable you are,
the more rooms.
Yeah,
that's something interesting you said, the more rooms that you'll end up in. Do you think that's like a big thing about
1000%.
being able to meet the right
Shan,
people?
She's outside, but Shan, for instance, I told you guys she's my favorite engineer. I came to LA a year ago and I tweeted, hey, I need an engineer for a couple days in LA. Shoot me an email. I literally got hundreds of emails and I picked her randomly. She came through and she completely killed it. She's like super fast with tracking vocals. She doesn't step on anyone's toes. She's not, you know, voicing her opinion every 30 seconds, which is inappropriate if you're an engineer, you're not a producer or a writer. But she'll chime in at the perfect moments where they matter.
Right.
So her etiquette, her speed, she's on time. She knows how to troubleshoot anything. If there's a blown mic or speaker's fucked up, she'll troubleshoot immediately without me having to think. You know, as the producer, I'm least concerned about logistics and more concerned about the song. And so someone like her is so valuable because she gets to fill those annoying little gaps
roles.
for me.
Right.
Oh, the mic's not working. Okay, cool. Well, you handle it while I, you know what I mean, do this. So, but if you're really good at everything, like you can literally take over.
Sick. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, man.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Good shit, man. Keep it up. The question over here.
Like over there in Germany, like how popular is hip hop over there compared to
Bro, it's fucking huge. Yeah, it's huge, bro. And we all copy Travis Scott. It's literally like,
oh my god, that's like
charts are literally like songs from like America just done in German. I feel like we always been like really behind German. Like hip hop is really old, so it's been like 20 years or something. So it started old school, but now we are like maybe only 2 years behind. So we like
they're catching up.
Yeah, and we fuck with American stuff. Like Juice WRLD is all over the charts. One more time. Some, like I play most, not really live instruments, like VSTs. Just VSTs, bro. I play shit on the keys.
Super crisp.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's a Caribbean type beat, like years ago when I was like trash. And then I had like some email and it goes like, who saw? I'm from the pirate community, blah blah. And that's so no matter what side, it's really freedom. Like you can really make whatever like vibes you want to put out and just put them out there and don't worry, and the people are gonna find it.
There's something for everyone.
Sure. And adding to that, I remember one of my first like major, like well not major, but like really big placement was I had sampled this old Mexican track and this artist from LA with Vic Virtuoso, Divine Bloodline, whatever. Oh, yeah. He ended up picking it up out of just like Instagram, texting, and everything like that. I shot him like a pack, and that one actually got played on Ebro's show on Apple Music. So I was spazzed, and I just got like a random text message like, "Yo, tomorrow it's gonna be on Ebro." I'm like, "Nah, bullshit." And sure enough,
I have a question for someone just starting out. If you're say like putting up a beat on YouTube. Which is kind of a video platform. What type of image? Do you just put a still image with it, and then how do you get people to even? How do you start?
What works best for you in your experience?
Well, so I really never worried too much about it. I started with images, but I'm really into aesthetics and I'm into like anime and stuff. So I put anime, which could totally fuck me completely. Yeah. Because like you can get copyright strikes, but I just love it too much, right? And I'm about like building that brand. I've seen people do videos. I've seen people do still images, what matters is really catchy thumbnails. So it gotta look good on the right hand side. You know, the like right hand side on that box.
Do you do text or whatever, or what about like a video of you making the beat in your studio, kind of like a dead mouse kind of thing?
What I feel like mostly works is like that hype beast like stuff. You gotta find what works for you. There was, for example, this dude called Kid Ocean, and he just used the Simpsons pictures. So you had like the Simpsons, and they would wear Yeezys and shit, like some hype beast shit. I feel like it's just gotta be catchy, bro.
Kitschy, kind of like.
Catchy, but I feel like I'm actually kind of trash at thumbnails, but it really worked because I just put so much effort into my videos because I really liked it. Yeah. So I would say do what you like if you know that you have great taste and you have the self-awareness that you have.
So how do you label them to get search engine, like to get
you
show
do
up in
search?
Search?
You listen and you're like, okay, what does so I make the beat first. And then I think, okay, who could fit on this? So I'm like, okay, this sounds like Smino and Goldlink and maybe Amine. So you also gotta like pick people that are relevant. But then I made like a beat.
You just put all those tags?
Yeah, you put that in the like title, and then you put the name, and then you put it into the tags too, like into the bottom, and
then also the description.
Description too, for sure. And in the description, you put the purchase link to your Beatstore as like the top thing, and then like all your info, your social media. Dude, sometimes I put videos. Like I film myself. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Like a YouTuber, literally, in the end of my beat, and like talk to them and you know build a community and shit.
Yeah,
shit's fire.
Cool. What?
Some people will not want to engage with you at all to do any of that stuff.
What do you mean?
Some people won't.
Yeah.
Like in your world, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a catch-22.
Yeah. You do what stuff though? What are you saying?
Like the entire YouTube hustle.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but personally, it's very unattractive.
I mean, listen.
And on top of me, I have a beat that's from proliferated to enough people that I can't even sell the fucking thing.
Are you talking about
trying to hit to it with 900 people in the house?
900 people.
Like,
are you talking about someone that's trying to sell it, or someone that's just putting it out there to get exposure for them as an artist? Because how is that different than being on SoundCloud though? If you're just trying to get people to listen to it.
SoundCloud, if you put it on a movie, you can't download it.
You can't download it from SoundCloud. So with YouTube too, if you really want to be like making a living off it, you have to lease it to multiple people.
Yeah.
So it works with like licenses. So you sell licenses. So you could possibly like sell the for like one beat to 1,000 rappers, right? So that's obviously unattractive to people that have, for example, labels and want exclusives because they want their song to be exclusive. So you definitely. True. So you kind of got to know for yourself what you want. For me personally, I was like, okay, I kind of really want to be more of a Metro Boomin, but then I was like, okay, I got to be realistic. I'm sitting in fucking Germany with like nobody here, so I might as well just do the typing thing. Build off that, build like some brand, like do it in a way where I actually get a following and stuff, and then search for people that I want to work with, like one-on-one, and just do exclusives for them and shit like that.
I think you sold your situation short. Before Sony, I was at Empire, which is one of the biggest independent distributors of music.
Yeah.
We feed the companies from Germany.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean,
that's kind of super honest and a little bit.
I mean, it's not like Germany. Like nothing. Germany is fire. You can totally make it as a producer in Germany, but like. Let's say I come from like I didn't have any money or anything, right? So I was like literally in my like at home in my mom's crib. Yeah.
I'm just saying like I wouldn't use like phases, you know,
yeah.
Super broke.
Yeah.
And now pretty renowned producer.
Yeah. Let me you know what? Let me put both perspectives.
Yeah.
And compare them. Type beat YouTube thing is amazing if you want to independently generate income quick. And when like a year's considered quick. So in the next 1 to 2 years, I'm gonna just start making some money. YouTube Beatstars type beat hustle will for sure get you there if you do it correctly. It will. John is basically confirming that in doing that, you are pushing yourself more and more away from creating a reputation of the and I hate using this word, but the industry producer, you know, me, Metro, Murder Beats, the guy who's, you know, Max Martin, Calvin Harris, the guys who are killing the Billboard, the guys who have $1 million publishing deals, the guys who John loves, and
not necessarily a bad thing, by the way.
not a bad thing. I'm just comparing the two. And so really, what it comes down to is you got to make a decision for yourself. Do I want and need to make this money now, and will this make me happy to do the type beat thing and commit to it and just see what happens? Or do I want to play the long-term game and really build my brand from the ground up, start from the bottom, don't do the type B thing, don't spread myself thin, and go that route? I took that route, and it worked for me. It literally took me 15 years, 12 years, 10 years, milestones. But now you guys see where I'm at. Shit took a long-ass time. In the beginning, I was selling beats, but I wasn't doing YouTube. I was basically just selling beats through email independently, my little website, $50 here, $100 here, nothing crazy. And so, you know, that helped a little bit, but I had to reach a point where I had to stop. I told myself, I'm not selling beats anymore, I'm only working with people that I want to work with. And I was broke as fuck for a long time, but obviously you see the payoff is amazing. The payoff is insane, but I had the discipline to not give in to making the quick money. And again, there's nothing wrong with either one. It's really just personal preference. What am I trying to accomplish, and what makes me happy? But like, if you love the type beat thing, commit to it, and like go for it. And like, you might be right. Like, you could do both. Who knows? We don't know. But you should feel like you should be the first one to break out of it. You know, like Internet Money and Taz, like them, they feel like they're heading towards it. But like, I want to see it happen. So like, it's someone like you with that kind of drive to prove it. You know what I mean? So
it's a good conversation.
Yeah, I love it. Someone here
I trap too, but I felt like that's more my style. Like that's more what I do. That's the way you do that. That's like 8 to 8, so 8 in the morning till 8 at night.
Y'all don't mind if I just fucking... It's just like, yeah, he's got a vlog, man, and I just get some random footage cuts and shit like that. That's all good.
Hey, what's your name? That's Gami.
Little shit like...
Yo, we out here linking, baby. We got John Blaze. Pew pew. So what do you know?
You're not that far, man. Not too far at all. At all, bro. So they know where we're at. Yeah, I'm big. You said north. You have the.
Where was the GED? I got my.
It's like
But then
Popping, guys, I just came back from the event. Slept, woke up. Now it is Tuesday. But yeah, it was a great event, man. It was really cool. Had a little discussion about type beats, got a little emotional. For me, this was like very new because, well, I've never been to an event like this about like beats and everything. I mean, I've been to seminars and shit, but like never about beats. And it's so cool because I literally spent like the last, 4 years doing this. And I met like maybe 4 other people that like do it on, let's say, the same level and with the same intensity and the same intent as I'm doing this. So to be around my peers like that, bro, that shit is awesome. So it was really cool to meet all these producers, to talk to Illmind, to listen to Illmind, to talk to Tony, John, and all the people that were there. So it was really fire. Definitely made so many cool connections too. And I heard so many fire beats. It's so funny because if you just make, like, I literally make beats all day and I just sit at home listening to my own shit. I don't even listen to much music, and at some point you kind of develop this weird like God complex where you really fuck with your stuff. So you go from like not liking your beats at all to really loving your beats and thinking you have the best beats in the world. And the crazy thing is then you go to like an event like this and somebody plugs in their aux and plays an absolute banger that just shits on all your stuff, and it really humbles you again and makes you want to work harder to perfect your shit and make it better, and kind of that little tiny sense of like competitiveness that comes out, and that's really worth it, bro. That was really fire. So yeah, it was dope, and now we're moving on to the next thing. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment of what you thought about this vlog. If you have any cool things and any epiphanies that helped you in your production journey,
or yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll read them, and see you on the next one.